Hi, this is Chiquis Jenni Rivera, and we are here in my home, my mom's home, discussing a little bit of I Love Jenni Season 3, just for you. I thought it would be a good idea to keep on with I Love Jenni Season 3 because if there's anything that my mom taught me was to always finish what I start. And my mom had already started with the third season. She had 6 to 7 episodes completed. And I thought, you know what, this is to honor her legacy and we can't just leave it halfway. And we're responsible. We have to be responsible and we have to go on with it. I mean, it is difficult. It's been very difficult because she's not here. And I started this with my mom, you know, from Chiquis in Control to everything that we've done it together. And it's hard. There's days where you're just like, oh, I don't want to do it. But I have to be a responsible young lady the way she taught me to be. I have not gotten used to having cameras in my face. There's days where you're just like, oh, they're, you know, flies on the wall. But there are times where it's just, especially now, you're a little annoying, but I'm getting more comfortable. I'm definitely more comfortable than I was when we first started. But I don't think you ever get used to it because sometimes you do. You want your privacy. You want to be able to do and be yourself. Although we are ourselves, but sometimes it's just you want to cry or you want to yell. And I'm getting there. I don't think I'll ever get completely used to it though. I think that people love the show because we're like everyone else. We're like everyone else in the things that matter. And when I say that, I mean like we're human. We cry and we yell and we're upset and there's family arguments and then you make up and you kiss and it's just, you know, we're like everyone else. We're not just like, okay, yeah, we're on television, but our life wasn't always like this. It kind of just grew into it. And I think people gravitate towards that and they can really, I guess they can understand us and we can understand them. So I think that's the beauty of it. And I think that's why it's been so successful. I think I Love Jenni represents a little bit of everything. Women coming up in the world, entrepreneurship, family, of course. I mean, Jenni is not your average artist. I mean, she has 5 children and she came from what she calls el barrio. So I think that it's very unique. It's very unique and I personally love it. If I was on the other end and I was watching television, I think I'd really like to watch I Love Jenni because it's a little bit of everything. You see a little bit of drama. You see family drama, business drama. I mean, my mom on stage and just everything that happens in a normal daily life. To open our lives to the world through I Love Jenni, it's not very much different than what it is on our everyday life. You know, it's kind of, this is how we are. We're funny and we say dumb things and it's kind of cool to be able to be yourself. It's not scripted and it's kind of like, here, you know, go on with your life and let's see what happens. And that's exactly what happens. I mean, sometimes you're upset, sometimes a little curse word comes out, you know, you're just a little bit of, it's a little bit of everything. But I like to say that we're very funny. We get our sense of humor from my mom. My uncles are goofy too. So I think I like it. I like being myself, being able to be myself and being accepted for who I am. Since we started I Love Jenni, there's been I've had a lot of favorite episodes, a lot of favorite things that we've done. I mean, but from the first season of I Love Jenni, I really, really liked when we went to do the makeovers for the women, for the single moms, because that's what we are. My mom was a single mother and to be a Rivera, you definitely have to have, I'm learning it though, you have to have a very strong attitude. I like to say gracefully assertive, and you have to be strong. I mean, you, in every sense of the word, I mean, with your attitude and your emotions, mentally. So that's, I think, what a Rivera represents. Very hardworking too, very hardworking. My grandpa taught us that. In I Love Jenni Season 3, I have come back home, but you know what? It just kind of, everything fell into place. It's going to be very much like before, except there's a big piece missing. I miss the family meetings that my mom and I had in her office, but I still have meetings with her. So it's odd, but it's going to be very different. I mean, my role is being the big sister, is being the daughter, is doing what I've always done, you know, which is be here for my family, which is my favorite role that I can ever have, is being what I think I was trained to do that my entire life, to be here for my brothers and sisters and to help my mom. I think that's what I was built for. The moments that I'm glad were caught on camera are, I think, every season, every moment, because now more than ever, it's kind of like I can look back on the episodes and see my mom and see all the silly things that she does, and that her concerts and how it's a blessing really to have done this reality show, because I see my mom, and I'm so glad that we had the opportunity to go to Hawaii with her, because we had never done that before. And oh my God, I'm just glad that we have everything. That's it. My mother means the world to me. She's my first love, my only true love. She taught me everything I know. Business, how to be a woman, how to act like a lady, just everything. She was my mother, my father. She is my mother and my father. She was my best friend. There's no other way to describe the fact that she is my world, and I live to make her proud. Now that my mom is not here physically, because she's here very much spiritually, but she's not here physically, I still want I Love Jenni to represent Jenni, her legacy, what she has accomplished, and to show that she raised good children, and that we're not the best, you know, but she definitely raised good children. And I want her legacy to go on, and her music will forever go on, and for the world to see that we went through the hardest thing ever, that I can't even imagine anyone else going through the pain that we went through, that we're going through, but that my mom showed us life goes on, and we have to be strong and stand without fear. And that's what I want the world to see, that we have good blood running through our veins, because she's such a strong woman. I want this season of I Love Jenni to be different from season 1 and season 2. I mean, it's very similar to the fact that, you know, it's family oriented. It's you know, it's us, it's the kids, it's my mom. But I wanted to represent, more than anything, like strength. Of course, we have our weak moments, but I want the world to see, and I want to keep my mom's legacy alive. And I think what better than to show the world everything that she's still going to accomplish, even though she's graduated to a better life. But I think more than anything, like strength, and to show her legacy, to keep her legacy alive. What is next for Chiquis? I have so many plans. Right now I'm focused on making sure that my brothers and sisters are okay. I want them to be great human beings in this world. But other than that, I think acting, I really, really want to tap into acting. I have my business, I have Blow Me Dry, and I want to franchise it, hopefully. I want to open one in Vegas. I want to write a book. Oh my goodness. And I want a sunglass line, maybe a high heel line. My mom taught me business, so that's where I'm going after. I'm a businesswoman, I'm an entrepreneur. So that's next for Chiquis. Decidí continuar con la tercera temporada de I Love Jenni porque creo que es muy importante enseñarle al público de mi mamá que la familia Rivera somos fuertes. Sí, obviamente duele el que ya no esté aquí mi mamá físicamente, pero mi mamá ya había empezado con la grabación y dije, pues, ¿qué más de poder honrar a mi madre de esa manera, de poder terminar a lo que ella ya había empezado? Y pues sí, dije, tengo que hacerlo, tengo que ser una muchacha responsable. Todos tenemos que ser. De tener las cámaras detrás de mí no puedo decir que me he acostumbrado completamente, porque no creo que uno se acostumbra. Sí es un poco más fácil, pero sí hay días que dices, ay Dios mío, uno te fastidian, pero, pero ahí vamos, hay un 2, 3, un poquito poco a poco, y sí hay días donde me gusta y otros días que digo, ay, cómo quisiera darles. Esta temporada de I Love Jenny va a ser un poco diferente, muy diferente, porque no está mi mamá físicamente, pero sí quiero que represente una familia que tiene mucha fe en Dios, que nos da la fortaleza de seguir adelante, fuerza, porque yo quiero que mi mamá, de donde ella esté, pueda decir, esos son mis hijos, esa es mi familia, están haciendo lo que yo les he enseñado, y es seguir con la vida, con una sonrisa, aunque en veces sí es difícil sonreír y uno quiere llorar. Quiero que represente eso, fuerza, y que represente pues el legado, lo que dejó mi mamá y lo que va a hacer. A ver, el episodio que me encanta es cuando fuimos a Hawái, de poder ver a mi mamá tan feliz en el mar, algo que a ella no le gustaba, nunca, no sé, vi otro lado de mi mamá y nunca habíamos tomado un viaje así de vacaciones, porque mi mamá puro trabajar, y poder tener a mi mamá por esos días y verla que se divirtió tanto, eso digo, wow, gracias a I Love Jenny que tenemos esos momentos con mi mamá. Ser una Rivera significa una mujer fuerte, luchadora, trabajadora y orgullosa de donde viene. Y que no nos olvidamos de dónde vinimos. Mi mamá me enseñó una cosa, que no siempre fue así. Todo lo que tenemos o todo lo que mi mamá nos dejó, uno tuvo que trabajar. Y si uno quiere algo, tiene que trabajar. Yo diría que somos una gente trabajadora. Mi papel en esta temporada es como siempre ha sido, pero obviamente diferente porque mi mamá no está, pero soy la hija, soy la hermana, la que le ha ayudado a su mamá en los negocios. Estoy al tanto, como siempre lo he hecho, y nomás quiero hacer a mi mamá feliz, quiero que ella esté orgullosa de lo que voy a lograr y con ella en mi corazón. Pero es casi lo mismo, casi. Ahora los momentos que más aprecio en I Love Jenny, yo creo que son todos los momentos donde está mi mamá, porque si no fuera por I Love Jenny, no tuviéramos tantos momentos con ellas donde yo pueda ir a ver y decir, oh my God, mi mamá, las cosas que decía, las cosas que hacía, no sé, estoy muy agradecida. Para mí, todos los momentos donde esté mi mamá son mis favoritos, porque me encanta verla, ahora más que nunca. Mi madre para mí es mi todo, es mi mejor amiga, mi padre, mi primer amor. No creo que pueda yo amar a otra persona como la he amado a ella, o como la amo. Es mi todo, simplemente así es mi todo, mi madre. Mis planes en la vida de chiquis, ahorita estoy muy enfocada en los niños, en que ellos, poder ayudar a mi mamá, que ellos sean niños buenos, gente buena en este mundo. Pero sí me gustaría ser actriz, escribir un libro, seguir con mi negocio de Blow Me Dry. Quiero abrir uno en Las Vegas si Dios me da licencia. Y sí, ser una mujer de negocios, que es lo que mi mamá me enseñó.
I feel good today, thank God. We're here at my mom's house and we are just talking about season 3 of I Love Jenny. So, deciding to do season 3 of I Love Jenny was actually very hard because, well, the show's about my mom and she's no longer here with us. And I was kind of confused, but what really helped me decide to do it was my mom. I feel like I can hear her, and she tells me, like, don't ever start anything if you're not going to finish it. And since we had already started it, me and her, there's a few scenes where we're there in it together. I just decided, well, we have to finish it because that's what she would have wanted us to do, and also to honor her, you know, to show that we're going to be strong. I don't think you ever completely get used to having the camera crew follow you, but it's not as bad as it was in the beginning. Now it's like, oh, they're my family and we're just going to be silly in front of them. But before it was a lot harder. But now it feels okay. It's not that bad. I always ask people, like, why do you guys watch this show? Like, I'm weird. But I think they love to watch it because they kind of feel like it's them. Like, it's normal. We're real. We're just us. You know, we're not pretending to be fake. We don't wake up with makeup or, you know, it's not like a fake show. It's just the way we are. Like, just normal people, just having a camera crew follow us. I think the series of I Love Jenni represents strong women, you know, family definitely, unity in the family, fun, you know. It just represents the normal Hispanic family, you know, trying to make it, I think. I think all the seasons, I wanted them to represent like just us, that we're normal. We're not anything more special than anyone. We're just normal people. But I think this season in particular, more importantly now, I want it to represent strength and hope and honoring my mom, showing the world what kind of kid she raised and that we're going to be okay. My mom's always working and she's always had to be the dad. And in Hawaii, she got to have fun and she got to be just the mom who wanted to have fun. And we've never done anything like swimming in the, like that's the scariest thing ever. But it was really fun because she was scared, but she was having fun. And I could just remember her face. It was amazing. I think my role is going to be a lot, well, not really. The roles, it's going to be the same kind of, but a little bit different. I'm still going to be Jackie, just a little bit more responsible now. Now that my mom's not here, I have to help as much as I could. Like, my sister's usually the one with the kids more, but I want to help as much as I could, and I want to show people that, you know, that with God we can do anything, that everything's going to be okay, and that just because it doesn't have to be sad all the time, just because my mom's not here, like, we're going to be fine because God's with us. Before, I hated the reality show. I'm like, this is so weird. I just want to be normal. But now that I think about it, I'm really thankful for every moment that they caught on camera. My wedding, Utah, Hawaii. I'm thankful for all the moments because it's not just pictures of my mom. It's videos of my mom. I can hear her laugh. I can hear her voice and her smile. Like, I'm just thankful. Now it's a blessing. It was a blessing in disguise. My mom, she's my hero. She's my friend. She's my best friend. Before we weren't friends at all. She was just my mom. But now that, you know, I learned to appreciate her, she was my best friend, and she was my hero, and I'm gonna live my life trying to be the woman that she was. That's who I want to be. Just like my mom, strong and proud of who she, you know, from the bottom she came to the top, and she's an amazing role model, not only for me but for everyone. But I want to do my CD. I really want to do a Christian CD now that, you know, people are like, before it was no one had their eyes on me. Now, like, a lot of people are waiting to see what I do. So I want to have a good influence on people. So I want to take out my CD. Yeah. Me siento muy bien hoy, gracias a Dios. Estamos en la casa de mi mamá en Encino y estamos platicando un poco de la tercera temporada de I Love Jenni. La decisión era muy difícil porque no nomás era yo decidiendo, era toda la familia, pero me ayudó mucho mi mamá. Siento como que la estaba escuchando decirme, si no vas a terminar algo, no lo empieces. Ella siempre me decía, no lo hagas si no lo vas a terminar. So, la quise honrar en terminarlo porque lo empezamos juntas y lo quiero terminar por ella, para honrarla. No creo que alguien se pueda acostumbrar completamente, pero ya es más fácil que la primera temporada. En el principio era muy difícil acostumbrarme con toda esta gente en la casa y no los conozco, pero ya como son familia, ya son amigos, ya me estoy acostumbrando un poquito más. Yo quiero que esta nueva temporada represente fe en Dios y que todo es posible y fuerza entre la familia, que vamos a estar bien. Yo creo que a los fans les gustan ver el show porque se pueden identificar con nosotros, ven que somos normales, no estamos pretendiendo ser algo que no somos y somos normales, una familia normal como ellos. El rol va a ser un poquito lo mismo, pero ahora voy a estar más con mi familia, voy a estar ayudando más. Antes era nomás lo que yo quería hacer y mi vida con mi niña, pero ya la familia es más importante y quiero ayudar más a mi hermana con los niños. Antes no me gustaba tanto las cámaras, yo nomás quería ser normal, pero ahora veo el show y le doy gracias porque agarramos muchos momentos en cámara. Mi boda, Utah, Hawaii, nomás estar en la casa y le doy gracias a Dios porque yo tengo videos, no nomás son fotos, tengo videos de mi mamá cuando está feliz, cuando está triste y nomás le doy gracias a Dios por eso, por tener eso y le doy gracias a Dios por el show porque es una bendición. Mi mamá para mí significa una mujer muy fuerte, es mi heroína y yo quiero ser una mujer como ella, apasionada, fuerte, una mujer amorosa, es la mejor. Para mí, pues sigo siendo esposa y mamá y me quiero enfocar en eso, pero también quiero sacar mi CD cristiano.
Deciding to do the third season was tough, but there was two reasons that I decided personally that we should do it. One was that my sister always taught us to finish what we started, no matter how painful or how difficult, no matter what obstacles came up, you finish what you start. And in this case, even her passing couldn't stop us, just had it in the back of my mind. Finish this, Rosie, finish this for me. My sister did this for her kids. It was a way of her teaching them to work, to have responsibility, to be honest with her fans. And I wanted to show her kids that the main lesson, finish what you start. And the second reason was because there are a lot of scenes, never seen footage of my sister, that us as a family we've never seen, but that I know the fans have never seen. And when you lose someone, 2 minutes of them can be a lifetime. So we thought, as a gift to her fans, as a gift to all the viewers of I Love Jenni, we wanted to give what had been recorded. She had recorded so many scenes, she had put sweat and time and sacrifice, and we couldn't let them go to waste. Even though it's hard to record, I know it's worth it. At first it was a little annoying. You know, you're shy, this is your everyday life and you want to have moments by yourself. And I'm personally a very private person, But then you do get used to it, and you learn to share yourself with other people, to make them laugh, to bring joy, to share experiences. So every time I was with my sister, it was kind of like having a camera around. So it just became part of the family.
So much.
I think because we're real, we're honest. My sister always taught us, just be you. And if they like you, great. And if they don't, then they don't. And that's what we always are. My family is so diverse. We're so different in personalities, in everything. So people can relate to each one of us. You know, I'm sure there's single moms that relate to my sister, or crazy people that might relate to Jackie, older sisters that relate to Chiquis. So I think they found a little bit of themselves in the kids and now in us. This series represents life, I think, especially life as a mother, a single mother, and bringing up her kids. Now that she's not here, we get to see the fruit of her womb. Even when she's not here, the kids are still great. The kids are still strong. All the lessons that a single mother teaches her children, follow them for a lifetime, and people will get to see that. I want this series to represent the fruit of my sister, of all her hard work, of every tear she shed, of every happy moment. I want people to see that in her children, in her kids. Her legacy continues with music, with brands, with dreams, with movies, but more than anything, it continues through her kids. These 5 children and her 2 grandchildren are a continuation of my sister, and we're all missing her, the family, the fans, and if they can have a little piece of her for the rest of their lives through these kids, that's what I want people to see. At first, you're a little shy. You're a little weary of what people are going to think of you. But then when you feel the love of so many fans, or you see the positive impact you can have in a community, it's well worth it. So the shyness is nothing compared to the love you receive from people. And especially when you know you're doing it for your sister and her kids, it's completely worth it. Oh, the one I remember and I adore the most is Jayla. Jayla was a baby, and she may never remember her grandmother, but through I Love Jenni, she can see when her grandmother was teaching her to be a little diva and wearing the makeup, and moments with Luna where we have the ability to remember our sister and their mom. But thanks to this show, these 2 little grandchildren can relive moments with their grandmother. Support, sacrifice, giving your all, and unity. This family is unified in all moments, and we got to experience that hands-on. Even now, you see the kids completely unified in all moments. This season is completely different. The way my life is completely different. I think it's being more for the kids, and taking on a business role that I didn't know I had in me. Taking care of everything that my sister left. I think I consider myself her dream maker, her dream continuer. She made all her dreams come true. She met her destiny, and there's very few people that do that. So I want to continue meeting her dreams. I'm still my sister's sidekick, except she's in heaven and I'm here. Since I was a kid, she's my hero. She's the woman I look up to. I didn't really like Superwoman. I had one at home. She's that woman on fire that lights up everyone around her with her warmth, with her love, with her energy and her encouragement. She's everything I've always wanted to be. From now on, my life is continuing my sister's legacy and making sure generations to come know my sister's name. Sí fue difícil hacer la decisión si continuamos o no con I Love Jenni 3, pero dos razones muy importantes me empujaron a decir que sí. Una, mi hermana siempre nos enseñó a terminar lo que empezamos y ella empezó este programa. Esta fue su idea. Ella lo hizo para sus hijos, para enseñarles a trabajar, a ser responsables, a ser transparentes con los fanáticos. Y yo tenía que enseñar a los niños a continuar lo que su mamá había, a acabar lo que su mamá había empezado. Aunque fuera difícil, aunque hubiera obstáculos, aunque hubiera muchas emociones, tenía que enseñarle que aunque su mamá no está, las lecciones sí siguen. Y la segunda razón es que hay muchísimas escenas nunca vistas de Jenni. Jenni empezó la tercera temporada con muchas cosas hermosas. Yo estaba ahí grabando con ella varias veces y quise compartir eso con nuestra familia, pero con la familia que también son los fanáticos. Cuando uno extraña a alguien, 2 minutos de verlos es una eternidad, es un tesoro y quería compartir ese tesoro con todos los fanáticos. Al principio sí fue raro, soy una persona muy tímida o muy privada, no me gusta hablar mucho enfrente de las cámaras, pero uno se acostumbra. Cada vez que veía a mi hermana, venía su equipo con ella y se nos hizo fácil abrirnos a ser amigas, seguir siendo auténticas, porque se convierten como en familia y ya no es tanta la molestia. Creo que les gusta que somos auténticos. Mi hermana nos enseñó a ser auténticos, a ser quién eres. Si eres imperfecta, sé perfectamente imperfecta. Y eso es lo que somos. Y creo que cada persona se puede relacionar con alguien en esta familia porque somos tan diversa, somos tan locos cada uno en nuestra propia forma. Y unas se divierten, pero también creo que se encuentran en nosotros. Esta serie ha sido de una mamá soltera. Para mí, yo veo una familia, una madre luchando por sus hijos, demostrándole al mundo que nada la puede parar. Si hay pasión, si hay amor, si hay ganas de salir adelante, se puede. Y familia, como una mamá es con sus hijos, con su hermana, y demostrarle al mundo lo que es ser mexicana en los Estados Unidos. Esta serie, la temporada 3, quiero que represente el legado de mi hermana. Muchos legados pueden ser en su música, en su libro, con su película, con muchas cosas, pero para mí su legado real está en estos 5 niños. En cada uno ella dejó un pedazo de su ser y creo que ellos son el legado real. Y como yo la extraño tanto y sé que los fanáticos la extrañan, quisiera que el mundo siguiera teniendo a Jenni Rivera a través de estos 5 niños.
Como realmente son.
Al principio es un poco difícil, uno es tímido y hay temor de me van a juzgar o qué van a pensar de mí, pero al recibir tanto amor de gente que no te tiene que querer, no tiene por qué amarte o defenderte o apoyarte, vale la pena. Uno se empieza a abrir más porque uno empieza a conectar con personas. La situación que estás pasando tú, alguien más la está pasando y eso te motiva a ser real, a ser sincera para ayudar a otras personas. Amor, apoyo y más que nada unidad. Tal vez tenemos diferencias de carácter o forma de pensar, cada uno somos un mundo, pero en momentos difíciles nos unimos, nos juntamos. Aún en esta situación, la más difícil de nuestra vida, hemos podido estar unidos. Aunque tal vez el mundo no lo crea o no lo pueda ver en nuestra intimidad, estamos juntos hasta el final. En las temporadas pasadas era solo el sidekick de mi hermana, la amiguita del lado. Si ella es Batman, yo era Robin, algo así. Ahora las cosas han cambiado un poco en que he tomado un papel que nunca me imaginé que iba a tomar, encargándome de sus negocios y estando más activa en la vida de los niños. En sí, Chiquis es la que está al 100 con los niños, pero yo soy ese apoyo hacia ella. Pero mi sueño es seguir con todos sus negocios y eso es completamente nuevo para mí. Yo nunca fui una mujer de negocios. Lo que sí sigue igual es que sigo siendo su sidekick, nomás que ella me guía desde el cielo y yo estoy aquí con ustedes. Hay muchas escenas, muchos momentos hermosos que yo puedo compartir con mi hermana, que puedo ver otra vez en I Love Jenni, pero lo más hermoso es ver a Jayla crecer. Ella era una bebé cuando empezó esta serie y ahora ya es una niña más grande. Y me encanta cada momento que ella tuvo con Jenni, porque yo tengo la dicha de tener memoria, pero Jayla tal vez no. Y gracias a este programa, ella puede ver cuando su abuela le enseñó a ser una diva, cuando hacían el baile de Big Booty, y ahora ella puede revivir momentos con su abuela que tal vez no podría recordar ella sola. Desde que tengo conocimiento, mi hermana es mi héroe. Antes de que fuera una artista, para mí era la Mujer Maravilla, por su forma de ser, por ser tan inteligente, tan apasionada, tan buena hija. Y la vi ser buena madre. Y en sí es mi amiga que le cuento todo porque nunca me juzga, porque siempre está conmigo en las buenas y en las malas. Jenni me enseñó a amar a alguien, al prójimo, más que a uno mismo. Y eso me hace querer ser como ella. Ella es la mujer que yo anhelo ser. Mi vida de aquí en adelante ha cambiado completamente. Nada es igual. Ni mi dirección, ni mi corazón, ni mi mente. Todo es diferente. Mi enfoque ya no es en mis propios sueños. Los planes que tenía Jenni Rivera ya no existen. Todo consiste de hacer los sueños de mi hermana una realidad. Ella hizo miles de sueños realidad y ahora quiero continuar con sus sueños, con su vida, con su legado. Me entrego completamente a mis hijos, a sus hijos y a su legado. Y es todo lo que hay para mí hasta que el día que yo me vaya de este mundo y la vea en el cielo y poder decirle, poder preguntarle si hice un buen trabajo.